But what they don't understand is that with the level of the gap that the corruption under Bukwari has created, Nigeria has no real reserve anymore that is so good enough, okay, to meet up the volume of demand. I will explain that to you. The volume of demand for dollars will continue to rise since the production in Nigeria continue to depreciate. Nigeria depends more on importing most of what they need. And if you want to buy anything from out there, the major exchange is the dollars. So when you have your Naira, you must be ready to buy the dollars at whatever rate anybody with that dollar want to sell them. Now, if you are so desperate, there's possibility that you will have to pay more, okay? So Nigeria has nothing to back it. So when the volume of demand is there, you must be a country, like for example, to crash dollar and Naira using that technique, not production, right? Using technique of pumping money into it means you must at least have bulk of dollars on a steady supply. For example, you must be able to produce or provide volume of, for example, a country like Nigeria, let's say $10 every month, $10 billion cash every month for traders in Nigeria. If you have that much cash available as a government, you can determine, in fact, you can sway how much a dollar should go for. But when would you do that? When the value of dollar you have, okay, is equivalent to the Naira that you also have. I will explain that to you. Like, if I have $1 billion, if Nigeria have $1 billion, these bankers, these criminals, they believe that $1 billion makes sense at the rate of 700 Naira. That's 700 billion Naira. Abi? But if they use their own bank rate, 450 Naira, that would be like 450 billion. So that to them, it's now up to them to say their own 1 billion is going to be valued at 450 billion Naira, $1 billion. Or it's going to be valued at 700 billion Naira. In all, remember, wherever they get the dollars from, right, came from the value of something they sold for that value of dollars. So it's now up to them if they want to devalue that dollar they have by meeting up the supply or the demand in order for them to determine how much exchange rate should be. And it is like a con man way of trying to solve a problem. It won't last. Like I said, to maintain such without any real production to back it, without investing so much in like your productions, your production or manufacturing or whatever, creating jobs, pumping that money into them and give it a stretch of a time for that return to come back and fill in that gap economically is a win-win. There are jobs, no debt. You know what I mean? But rather, they would rather just tell you that they are waiting for some dollars. So because of that, anybody can go and buy dollars wherever they want. Go and change your money wherever you want. At some certain time, it will crash and come down. Anyway, it is not. What they are not telling you is that when they're experimenting with your life like that, there are actually lives involved. Most times when we talk about dollars, this, Naira, pounds, that, this and that, we tend to, we talk more about businessmen, which is the first part, right? There are actually Nigerians whose lifelines, depends on these exchanges, exchange rate and all that. There are Nigerians who are schooling abroad. No big government send them, because of the poor education system in Nigeria, right? They moved abroad. Now you see this exchange fluctuating exchange rate. When Kolu came in, I didn't know this before, even under Bukwari. They said, if you want to study abroad as Nigerian, they have a place where you can make some level of application. Okay. For example, if they are exchanging pound sterling, okay, if I want to sell pounds now, okay, I'll sell it for, if I want to sell, I'll sell it for maybe 1,050 Naira now. But let's go back. Under Bukwari, let's say a pound sterling was 800, 700 Naira to 1 pound, right? So as a student abroad, they said they have this array. I don't know, you tell me if it is true or not, because I don't know if it is public or now for some people we know people inside their criminal government too. They said as a student abroad, there is a form you will pick. They will give you a different exchange rate. by the Central Bank of Nigeria. It's like a student discount. You know, you have Naira. You are not selling pounds. You have Naira. You want to buy pounds. So let's say they are selling a pound sterling for 800 Naira to £1. If you want to buy that pounds with your Naira, you may be buying that pounds for 820 Naira or 830 Naira. Extra 30 Naira to buy the pounds, okay? But as a student, you can get it for as low as 600 Naira or 400 Naira or 500 Naira, like, something like that. So when Tinubu came in, they removed all of that. In case if you don't know, they removed all of that. It was, in fact, they say it was Bukwari would reduce your your spending limit on your card and all that. No, I'm talking about students now, whose life is affected. A lot of them, they would have to drop out. Honestly, it's the same way they announced student loan for you in Nigeria, and the majority of you are already struggling through school. You are going to face over 200%, tuition increase in these coming days now. And they will tell you to go and take student loan. Now, when you won't go apply for that student loan, it go come clear for your eyes, say they don't scam you. But they didn't just scam you by lying to you. They would have taken away something that you were building on before, your education. That's what they're doing right now. So the exchange rate has now kind of affected almost everything. Okay? Almost everything. Flight tickets, travel and all of that, and you can easily tell the significant difference this is making in the lives of ordinary folks who just want to run their legitimate businesses, go here and there and pay their taxes and go home. These guys' policies are making it even harder and harder for a lot of you to make a legitimate living. And that's how it's going to be. Policy announcement. They will just make the announcement and they will tell you, with time, it will take shape. With time, it will calm down. Give it some time. Everything will still come back. When it doesn't, they will blame you and say, even some of you, Seth, you are the problem of this country. To fly from Nigeria, Lagos to London now. Same country from on the left. If you want to go to London, it will cost you, this is in US dollars, okay? So it will cost you over 1.5 million, 1.6 million naira to fly from Nigeria, Lagos, right? And it's about 6 hours, 34 minutes flight. Normally, sure you get. But if you go to Cotonou, the same London from Benin Republic, which is also like extra 1 hour, 7 hours, 15 or so minutes, is the distance between Benin Republic and London. See the difference? Same day flight, too. Sure you get, but different departure. That is what it means to be living in Nigeria today. A lot of you will kind of prefer to walk around on how to manage and, but a lot as well are kind of grounding, codedly. Like, man, I shall appreciate you shall favor me and my family. I want you to go favor me and my family gang. I hope this is favoring you and your family. Not fly too, now people will get money, they go fly, Abby. Some people took Marwa in their solidarity for hoping for the renewed hope in Nigeria. They took Marwa from Lagos straight to Abuja to go and show solidarity to Kolu. When they got to Abuja, now the reporters, where they see them, they wonder about, call them, say, come, what happened? You okay? They said they are stranded. How can you be stranded? You've got Marwa. You've got tricycle. What are you doing here? They said they came and they announced that they were coming to Abuja to come and show of solidarity to Kolu. That because Kolu is the president, right? So they, during Bukwari's time, one guy said he will drink the drainage water if Bokwari win the election in 2015. So when Bokwari won, they asked him to go and drink the drainage, the gutter water, right? Some sewage water, yeah? And he delved into it and he drank it. They started having medical problems. I think he died. I don't know. Did he die? That guy who was in our mother, I think he died. So he had complication later and he started complaining that Bokwari and APC abandoned him. Nobody checked on him. There was this guy too who trekked from from Lagos to Abuja. I've been from Sokoto to Daura. You shall remember that guy who trekked from Lagos to Abuja because of Bokwari in 2015. The guy ended up with the suffering, what they call the arthritis of early age, swollen legs, abandoned. It was when he was complaining, that we heard. I like what happened now. Nobody you became famous for showing that you are very strong and you walked so 100 or 1,000 of kilometers to go and show solidarity only for you to get there and nobody. But in your own case, you even saw Bokwari. They took you to his campaign headquarters and took pictures. Did they not take care of you? He said, no, I got stranded. I had to beg for money to return to Lagos. I will never do that in my life again. When the guy came back and he said he regretted for trekking for Bokwari. Regret Loman last year. Same with this, my brothers and sisters from God knows where. But they shall left from Lagos. This Agbalagba, look at them. They went to Abuja. They were all of that dangerous road where you have all those terrorists. They escaped all of that in this Keke Marua. Days on the road. So much risk. And they said they are sleeping in parks in Abuja. That was where the journalists saw them. They are stranded. Because when they got to Abuja, that was when Kolu removed subsidy. They budget to Abuja that if they get to Abuja and they become celebrity, people start giving them gifts. Maybe they will take pictures with Tinubu and every other people, APC people. And they will say, okay, we are from Lagos, we are going back home. And people will kind of dash them money, like being in the mood of new. But say for those who have been in Abuja, they said, you wouldn't even feel like these APC people believe that they are in government or they just won an election. That the whole place was just like, everyone was just like, so like just existing for existing's sake. Sure, you get. There's nothing like, oh, there's new government in town. Look at all these new guys. Look at this new place. Look at that one that is bubbling. And, go to this area. Now, APC, Lagos people, did there. Live, nothing. Everybody, they hustle for. Some are sleeping under bridges. Some are sleeping inside markets, shopping malls. Some are sleeping inside, schools. I'm not joking, no. There are many who go Abuja. Some people actually packed their bags and left for Abuja when they announced, when they sworn Tinubu in. When they got to Abuja, the story is like, the city is not in the mood for them. If I am lying, tell me. Tell me, Sema Egunironi, you are not in Abuja. Abuja is bubbling with APC. No. It's not bubbling. Don't lie to yourself. Come on. Sure you get. So these select bonds traveled to Abuja in Keke Marua. And when they got to Abuja, maybe after sleeping there in a day or two, they discovered that the money where they their pocket, no fit buy them 5 liters of petrol that will carry them to Gwagwalada, not to talk of a Suleja, not to talk of a carry them to Niger State or any other places where you go carry them go. 5-liter petrol. They will also need to eat. That's when they spoke to the media. Help us. Is it all right if we take your pictures to show people at home, say you are stranded in Abuja? Please, we regret coming here. Nobody has come to see us. Maybe if people see this video, now, they will call them. I'm not sure if they are still in Abuja. This was yesterday. And they were lamenting terribly of being kind of ignored. And they were just there to celebrate Kolu and all of that stuff. And now they are stranded. Some people were telling them, no, you cannot be stranded. There are some guys there who can pay for those Keke Marua. Here you get. They will buy the Keke from you. Go and enter Ekenedile Shuku, Abi Aganambo to Lagos. When you get to Lagos, go and figure out your life. Some people, Nigerians are not that nice anyway. Everybody just say, look for opportunity to shock everybody. Like, hold on, no leave am. Oh yeah, press the neck very well. People are not so much pitying them because they went to Abuja for APC. So they're telling them to sell their keke marua. Some people are saying that if not because I don't know if 50,000 is okay for 3 of you to carry you to Lagos, I can come and carry the 3 keke marua for 50,000. Others are saying sell 2 so that 2 of you can enter bus. 1 can drive keke marua. 1 can enter bus. 2 of you can enter keke marua. Others are saying sell 2 keke marua. Sell the 2 of them in Abuja, carry 1 back to Lagos. 3 of you are driver anyway. You'll be exchanging the trip. Nobody is trying to tell them how to get to us Old Rock. I actually want them to, because I can't imagine what it is like for that grown-up man. Because you know what happened? When they got to Abuja, life changed so fast. Tinubu removed subsidy. Petrol pump price up. Food price up. Hotel room up. What do you call it? Yeah, everything up. Even for them to say, okay, Mo will leave our keke for Abuja, find our way to Lagos. If you went to Abuja, for example, that time on the 28th of May, if you flew into Abuja on Dana here, Abia PC, at the rate of 35,000 naira or 40,000 naira, Lagos to Abuja, by the time you are going to return the following afternoon, when Kolu removes subsidy, that 35,000 naira flight that you took to Abuja, now back to Lagos, don't change to 70,000 naira times 2. And you are lucky because it just happened that time. The following day, don't cross 100,000 naira. Now people are booking to and fro Abuja, 100,000, 150,000 naira. For a place where we say that in 2015, they used to book that for 10,000, 12,000 naira. Abuja, Lagos, Akure, Lagos, Akure, Abuja, Imo, Owerri, Abuja, Enugu, Abuja. 12,000, 14,000 naira. The inflation has increased to the over times 10. 1,000% increase. I just thought I should remind you. So these are the consequences. And where economy is like that, and they are not intention, there's nothing to really back it up. Nothing concrete. It's all talk. So I hope this guy meet, they meet their helper. And anybody will see them for Abuja, seriously, they are stranded. And it's not funny. Okay? I think one of the things that actually got them to believe, or some of you to believe that Kolu has something for you, I think it's this video. You remember when they asked Kolu that, Kolu, tell us how you are going to revive this economy. Bukwari don't ruin this economy. You know what Tinubu said? He said,
I don't want to sit here and reveal all my strategy. I am the first speaker among the 3 of us running. So they will spy on me. So you will have a limited answer here today. Another day you can bring me back. But that's part of what I do.
They will spy on me. Okay, Alaye, oh yeah. You are now in charge, Abi. All that thing where they want spy from you. They show the people, maybe people will see how that's going to change their life. Unfortunately, it won't, right? Meanwhile, this one is just like a closure, right? And that is, remember that on social media, there's something that social media has done. And it is very good, even though a lot of people who are very much averse or people who don't like change. A lot of us don't like change. Change is not easy. They ask you to change from your way of life right now to something else. It will take time. So it's not easy to change. Social media has given us the wonderful opportunity, especially this generation, right, to actually be able to differentiate fact from fiction through concrete, research and evidence and education, things that are really there now. Social media has done that, and at the same time, it has also sort of it has exposed so many myths. so many mysteries, things that we were told must never be questioned. I'll give you examples. The other day, I was on social media, or I was on Twitter, and there was this guy who was asking people that he doesn't believe there is anything called juju or jazz or voodoo or witchcraft, all those things. And trust Nigerians. You know, we are raised with so much superstition anyway. Okay. Hey, you should go to Ijebu. This one hasn't gotten to Ilorin. If you come to a so place, everybody has tried to talk about their own, how powerful their own juju was. So the guy now started with, I am coming to come and see you put that juju into action in my presence. Here you get. And if it works, I'll give you 500,000. I was like monetary stuff, like challenge. Look at this one. Man, when I was 17, I saw one woman. They swear for her like the woman turned mad in my presence. I have seen people that they have said, yeah, I say, shut up your mouth. Can you show us? About like Joko. This guy started going to supposed shrines. Inside Alpha Ilekeu's house. On this social media. You know, the places that normally, if they tell you, say, that one a Babalawo also, that place na Juju man also, don't go there. That man, if you use just collect your wife, if you use just change your destiny, you see that man way there, and he killed the people way there. So you know that kind of, childhood stories like that. This guy started going to their houses and they were asking them to come and do something. Come and see drama. Me, I did there. I was like, this guy shouldn't go to Ijebu. This guy shouldn't go to Ijebu. This guy went to Ijebu. And he didn't just go to Ijebu. He went to Ijebu Igbo, my father's hometown. And everything I've heard about Ijebu Igbo. Hey, Ijebu Igbo. They went with cameras, everything. But nothing happened. And you know what happened after? Some people are like, the reason why they didn't do anything to you is because they can tell. They can tell that you are only coming to try them. You know what I mean? That's why it didn't work. And all of that stuff, superstitious stuff like that. The other day, I was on this same Twitter. And from nowhere, somebody said, they don't born anybody well to hold a mirror and go to a certain market in Lagos. So if you hold the mirror and you bend your head down and you look back, they said if anybody who tried it, they usually die. Superstitious. Come and see educated people. Giving so many credence to this. And I know that. It happened to one sister in my area. She tried it. I remember that time. She died. The other one where I saw, when she tried it, she ran mad. She's still mad today. When I go, see, I'll take a picture when I pass through that market next week. She's been mad now for the past 18 years. She tried that mirror. She did like this. Different stories. I mean, I was there. I was like, Nigerians, look at them. Educated people. Supposed anyway. Some will write different story. Some will do this and that. And before you know it, social media, our more TikTok, I started seeing videos of people going to different markets in Lagos. They want to see that devil. They want to see that thing that they will see if they bend their head. They were doing it. They are showing the video. Guess what happened? The people who said if you try to, you just die. I pity your mom. I pity your parents. Don't go and try this. If you don't go and try this in Benin market too. If you go Benin market, you go try this thing. You don't go with that too. Me, I have seen it happen in my very eyes. He didn't see anything. No. Somebody told him, and they scared him all his life. They scared you all your life. Things you never saw, things you never witnessed. Just what somebody said. Somebody said, your parent, my parent. I grew up in that world, by the way, so I know what I'm talking about. I know better now. It doesn't mean I'm not saying there's no deal so that I don't go make you feel bad. I'm trying to tell you that the era when all those faboos, all those big empty mouth nonsense, mysterious nonsense, the power of this and that, our baba, our kinikon, our agba nonsense that you always kind of brag about, they are mostly things that were told from generation to generation to keep us under control. And social media is exposing that. Here you get. We used to have royal fathers that were called kings. Yeah. Oba baluri ongbogbo. You know what that means in Yoruba? When they say Oba baluri everything. That is, a king is over everyone. Everybody say, if your paramount ruler misbehave, now the local government chairman go take in crown, drink beer in his own office, and nothing go happen. Nothing, not that go happen. But you know, typical Nigerians, don't try that with Tinubu. Nobody can try that with Olu of Iwari. Nobody can try that with Olu of Umushin. Nobody can try that with Emir of Benue. Let me tell you something. You see that thing, you cannot try it with Oba of Benin. Social media will always remind you, we are no longer in 1930s or 1800 anymore. And some of you need to begin to kind of come to that reality. And that's why they say, too much exposure on social media these days. There's so much, There's not any secret at all. Because they want to keep us misinformed, scared of things we can't see for years. So social media has become a big threat. That's why they say some of us don't get respect. Because you can't know the truth and still want to live the lie. I'm living fear. Okay? Now, local government go remove your Oba. Mayegu don't try that. Nobody can try that with Sheng Bowiri. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just trying to remind you that it may be very difficult for a lot of you to kind of take that change. But the reality is what is the reality. Okay? Why am I saying all of this to you? If there's something you are yet to see, either happening or you have a clearer understanding of, and somehow they are so opposed to what you have believed for so long. There's nothing wrong for you to begin to see that. Why am I saying all of this? There was a day, we were on and I think some of you have said that here too. And I'm not taking it on you. I'm not kind of using it against you. I just want you to sit down there and think about all I have said about the world we have today. If there is this world they painted for you, and you still believe in them, whether not the juju in your village, or whether not that that deity in your community, or whether not that dibia, I've been at that pastor, I've been at that imam, or anybody where they kind of make that kind of fearful presence in your area, I will advise you that you will need to see the world beyond those people. Okay? And social media gives you that opportunity. So there was a day we were talking. Like I said, this is not to take a dig at you. And if you see him as a dig, what you go do? Beat me. You dey mad. Anyway, so what happened was that that day we were talking about the uselessness of the royal fathers in Nigeria, especially those ones from southern Nigeria. The ones that love to kind of present themselves as if to say they're actually kings. And I remember a time that we said there is no king in Nigeria anymore. They are all political kings. Political kings. But you see, me, I am from Ijebu. Awujale is meant to be the paramount ruler of the Ijebu kingdom. I know Awujale, a politician all his life, okay? The underdevelopment of Ijebu Ode, is not behind him. And you know that Awujale, you know, if somebody like me now say that, are you not supposed to be Ijebu? You cannot say that publicly, The Awujale is our father, is our descendant as a Koshidan. When time is right for you, we say it to yourselves. So we agreed. Then we said, but you know why? With evidence in you. They said that any small thing like this, they are mostly political obas, contractors. Here you get. So, what other value? What can they say? How can they stand up against those who they are looking for contract from, or those who are actually paying their stipends? No. You can never try that with Oba of Benin. The Oba of Benin will not take any nonsense from any politician. They cannot nonsense. The Oba of Benin cannot even leave his palace to go and see anybody. Say, she come down by. It is still Nigeria. If there is any of those things they wrote in your history book that you are still believing, they are good as much as you don't want to find out. So what happened? This social media, you know what that means? Social media exploded today. And in fact, I think the whole rage is even mixed. You remember when we saw that Oni of Ife that was twerking for Bokuari, any small thing, you don't go there, go twerk. Obi of Onitsha, any small thing, you don't go there, go twerk for Bokuari. You see, and I saw these people, Sultan of Jokoto, any small thing like this, they go command the rapper for body, they come to twerk for Bokuari. It was like a regular, all of them, they are like that. And we know them, Edo people, very proud people. They are like, our Oba will never try. I say, no, they beat your chest for any of this. No, Mayegun. For this, for our Bini, if anybody say anything about our Oba, if Oba say anything, see, your Oba go rise, he go waka, he go kill. When it comes to this, your Nigeria, all those things where you read inside your tail book, enjoy your mo. That's why I said, I'm not taking a dig at you. Adikabi esi abi Oba Nedo, Oba Opolo. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, so it doesn't mean to get you upset. But see this person though, with Kolu today, inside the ass old rock, Kabi to stand up to greet Kolu. But he's the president. Oh, so you know that now. You know that somebody is bigger than any Oba in Nigeria, the way they structure Nigeria. Maybe you should begin to actually reason that way and say, well, that's not right. Is it right? Zingo, right. Welcome to your Nigeria, or welcome to your reality, or maybe your denial. Stand up. It's coming. The criminals in Nigeria, they have rubbished your traditional institutions in Nigeria, and that has turned those who parade themselves as your custodian of your tradition, whatever. They are just 2Gs. When they tell them to twerk, they will twerk. If they tell them to jump, now how high, they will ask. It doesn't matter who is there. Like I said, it's not to take a dig at, it's just to remind you that some things we call sacred. Back in the days, Oni of Ife. Sure, you know who Oni of Ife was. That title. It be like somebody will be say, from the ancient time, anybody who was Oni of Ife or Ni Risha, it's like somebody who is so close to the gods that he sees gods all every time that ordinary people cannot see his eyes. No, me and you, we can't see its face. Ah, you won't die, Oni. You know they come out for palace, nothing. You know they come out. Olojo Day, during the Olojo Day, the Isheshe festival, it will come out dressed, dressed like that with this white, you know what I mean? And his face covered. You can't see Oni of Ife's face. Nobody had the picture of Oni of Ife until Adesoji Aderemi. Or maybe. Because you can't really see his face. That was something ancient, traditional. Maybe you know Oni of Ife or Oni Shijuade. Contractor, Abacha's friend. Abi? He was happy to go to war in a way that Modakeke Ife, it was like, the battle of supremacy. Shijuade and the Oba of Modakeke. And they were supplying guns. And, that was Oni. Shijuade. Very rich, notorious, and all that. But still, it still sort of exhumes some class. It wasn't always available. You don't see him anyhow. But Oni, our Oni, this current Oni Ogunwusi, it will tell you he's now Oni of 21st century. Sure you get? Oni of 21st century shouldn't be scary. It should be, he loves that. That's how he's doing his own Oni. But that's not how Oni was. You can't see him anywhere. So I can't talk now, say, if Buhari say he's mad, we just tell Oni to go and see him. What Oni go do if he see Buhari? If Tinubu think is crazy, we just send Obi of Onitsha. Who be Obi of Onitsha? We send Oba of Benin to go. Who be Oba of Benin? They've relegated all of them to ceremonial roles just to continue to kind of make it look like they are part of that. Well, they are part of that system, but they are just ceremonial. You know that? So social media will let you understand things as they are. Oluwofi, that one I emir. You know that one I mentor, Shoko. Because sometimes, you see, message sometimes you intend to say something, and it backfires. When I say something about Oluwos now, there are some Iwo people here that will personally take offense, and they'll just shock you and say, well, we really no loco bawa. That one smoked Cubana. I be waiting there, they call that thing where they talk say na latrine smell plus laughing gas, and then what do you call it? Evostic gum. Smoke everything, did everything, and he woke up, he started acting like a madman. And he declared himself as Oluwo. He declared the Wo Kingdom as Emirates. So Shana, that one you go send him and go talk to government and say you don't descend an Oba. Would you go there and say you are sending an Oba? Oluwo of Iwo. Abi Emir of Iwo. So because of that, a lot of them just resulted into Omonile, land grabber. Our Oni of Ifegon is pointed at multi-billion naira land scam, Oni of Ife. So now that one you want go send me go talk to politicians on behalf of Yoruba. Where they could tell us me jump. You call the question and say, why would you say make a jump? If you no go question, go ask them, how I? So I'm trying to give you the background of all these guys, that they are, or some of you see covers with the normal tradition, this and that. These guys have desecrated all of that. And every time you are trying to say, no, it's still very much, the more you try, the more they will go, they fall your hand. I have seen it happen many times. Sure you get. It was in 2000 and let me remember this very well. It was in 2011. Okay, I was still in Odogbolu then, and Benga Daniel. Sorry, it was in 2010. Benga Daniel was still governor. So they were going to do an election in 2011 election. So Benga Daniel, right, had his own candidate, Boyega Isiaka, okay, that he wanted to succeed him. Then Amosun, who is contesting under AC, ACN, okay, from ANPP. So that clash put so much tension in Ogun State around that time, okay. But there are some kind of scenarios that I became so privy to at that very period in time, because, well, I was Mayegun. I mean, I wasn't Mayegun. I was a very vocal person in my community. And I had a friend who wanted to be councillor. So he was visiting my local government. I ended up being drafted among those who are going to be kind of closer to the guests to my local government, the leadership of the party in my local government, Odogbolu. So I was drafted in there. So I was at that meeting, or partly towards the end of the meeting. That's what I want to share, what I want to share with you now. Now, the tension was about election. And Odogbolu local government, very much underdeveloped. So Benga played a trick then, okay? What he did was that we didn't know, right? Benga Daniel abrogated the local government allocations of Odogbolu local government in the name of joint account, between the states and the local government areas. So it was a trick. So Benga Daniel created a joint account for the local government, for the 20 local governments in Ogun State and the state government, that all of the allocations coming from Abuja will go straight into that account. Local government money, state money. Now they will now join them together and they will reshare the money towards development of the state through the local government areas. So all of the local government chairmen at the time, which were G, they signed up. So when it was rounding up, and it was so power drunk at the time, okay, that was when this tension I'm talking about and what happened thereafter, I'm about to tell you, happened. So Benga Daniel was campaigning for Boyega Isiaka to be governor, okay, and at the same time, it was at the same time, going on a thank you tour. That, he is the governor outgoing, so he will come and campaign for his successor, and then he will say thank you for voting for me for 8 years. So what Benga was using using local government money to do then was that Benga will bring in road grader. They will come and grade the main road to your community in anticipation, like they are going to tar the road and fix the road. They are not going to tar it, okay? But on paper, on Benga Daniel's table, you see those roads they are grading, they have already been completed. In fact, these were like a project that are assigned to some PDP people in those local government, in my local government. For example, if they grade my road here now, so to me, I'll be like, oh, they're about to fix this road. They are grading our road. We are waiting for them to come and fix it. But on paper, they will say Chief Badero Mayegun is awarded Mayegun Street, and it cost 60 million naira to fix. And Chief Mayegun Badero has been paid the fixing of that road. So to us, we are still waiting for the road to be fixed. We don't know what happened, Abi. So when Benga Daniel got to Odogbolu local government for his campaign in 2010, then, right? For this campaign. Then, when they rounded it up, they met at one of his commissioner's house in Odogbolu. That one came in and he became a commissioner. And within a space of 3 months, he built this massive mansion that we could actually see and people could meet and do, political meetings. Now, what happened? Benga Daniel was in the room. They've done all the campaigns, all the tour of the local government, all of them political leaders and all of them from local government. Benga Daniel and his own people, they were inside this guy's house in Odogbolu. So I was there, like one of those anchor crowd, and they started talking, right? There was this man called G.D. Awosedo. He's dead now. He was a reverend. So Benga said, look at everybody that is now acting, hating me. A lot of people who are against me today. That was in 2010. Benga Daniel, in that room, it was like, Look at all these people who are against me today. A lot of them make so much money from my government. Look at GD Awosedo, look at Reverend. I used the state government as a collateral to collect over 25 billion naira for this Reverend. He said he wanted to build Goshen estates in Ogun State, cheap houses and all of that, okay? I used the state government as collateral to give him that contract, and the bank gave him the full cash, 25 billion naira, to mobilize him. Immediately, I was said or collected the money. He started printing posters that he wants to be governor to succeed Gbenga Daniel. The money that was meant to be used for contract, I also started spending it. That was what Gbenga said, though. And he said, I won't forget this. He said, we were in Ijebu earlier today, that he saw the roads in Ijebu and he nearly cried that his government is coming to an end. The roads he constructed in Ijebu, they are gone, swept off, as in washed off. That could anybody believe that all of the road contracts in Ijebu, since he became governor, were awarded to the Awujale of Ijebu land, Obasikiru Adetono, that Awujale, that old man. Everybody in that room was like, yeah, yes. That he can now go out and arrest Awujale for doing a shoddy job, fake job, and getting paid for it. I won't forget this. I was so young. I will never forget this. I was in that room. I was like, oh my God. He was complaining bitterly how people betrayed him. That today people are saying that he didn't do anything, or he did fake projects, he did this and that. He was lamenting. And I was like, wow. I will never forget this. And truly, go to Ijebu. But since Benga the next time, Amosun, that one no even touch anybody, no even come to anybody at all. Ijebu, he no come to us at all. It was Benga Daniel who said that all these road projects in Ijebu, in his own vicinity, the king of a town, of a kingdom, what did they do? So I have the picture of how these guys are just temporary, or should I say pretentious custodian of our custom, tradition, and then they can cover our eyes with all this myth of arobafin lobanpa. Ẹni tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó bá ṣìdí àgbàlagbà wò, ọmọlẹ́yìn á ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún. Anybody who want to grow old will not collect the walking stick from an elder. Anybody want, all those things they say to you. You see, if all these people, if they can say, they can turn day to night, they can turn night. Baba, they turn to night. We now know better. It is called solar eclipse. Sure you get, that's the only thing that turns day to night. Solar eclipse. You can sit down here now, 12 or 10 a.m. in the morning, or 12 noon, or some gori. Day will turn to dark in a few minutes, and it will turn to light again. Those Baba cannot turn anything to dark or night. But we found out later that, look at that story I just shared with you now. I was a little boy. If I should fast backward, I'm going to say, 2010. This is 2023, 13 years ago. Takes 13 years out of my age. I was just about 26 years old boy. And I just shook it like, And I remember that actually got me in an altercation with the local government chairman. That's another story. I've shared this before as well. Where young people, will see a chance to make a difference as a chance to enrich themselves. I never had that urge. Never had it. So I just didn't know why they didn't arrest me or torture me. If I was still in Nigeria, I don't know, maybe they won't kind of still touch me, because nobody could touch me that time too. I had this confrontation with the local government chairman because of what I shared on social media, on Facebook. Chairman, if he talk, say, na me. Baba, na me. Chairman call meeting, National Youth Council. I was their PRO. Here you get. Then called me, say, one of you wrote something on social media criticizing our government. The one who is chairman, vice chairman, general secretary, the rest of them, they want to speak English. No, it's impossible, sir. We are in support of this government. We are the youth council. We are they are looking for, they are doing Ojuaye. Me, where I don't post for Facebook, say this one's this one are doing party government here. These ones are thieves, hungry people that are taking it. I mean, it's like a chance when you drop a rat inside the bag of rice. Saying goes, you say, they have no idea of what they are doing. That's what I posted on social media, Facebook. And they called an emergency meeting. Yeah, we will come inside. Or if not today, now police go there outside or DSS. Abi, they would just say, before that, they would have threatened me. All these liverless or, lily-livered cowards today who are just keypad warriors. I was there. Said, one of you wrote something and criticized. You cannot be, if you want to be part of this government and support our government, ACN, you cannot be criticizing us. They say you people are kiniko. All those want to speak English. No, sir, it's impossible, sir. We can never, nobody can try that, sir. I guarantee you. I should only know. I have the evidence here. Ogbeni Tunde, a minimum call, kilonimo call to Jero. What did I write? Or what did I post that is a lie? If I look back today, I'm like, I want in Nomiju. If not today, we are still dead that time. We are not getting anything, nothing. Sure, you get. It could easily just call and say, yeah, throw him and go and torture him. Like those power drunk criminals you have today. My chairman sit down here, me I sit down there. I say, now me write time now. Now me post that thing. PRO. Well, what is that thing? I say, see, chairman, it is that same post I told you. So why is everybody pretending like, see, they don't know? All of you know waiting this man they talk. You know what the chairman is talking about. It's me. And my chairman was like, I was like, what are you going to do? It's me. A minimal call. Yeah, it's me. And it was like, any small thing we do now, they will say we are misusing power. This is why I don't want to have anything to do with all of you. Anybody that is going to be criticizing us, we cannot have you in around us. They started begging him. I said, everybody get out of my office. Get out of my office. I said, is that it? More adie chicken. They share chicken that Christmas. They don't give me. Me, personally, they say, PRO, they don't count you. Say, but I'm a PRO. They give National Youth Council. I suppose collect chicken. I suppose collect rice. They say, me will not give you. I'm serious, true life story. Those who are watching me from Odogbolu and those who actually know those back in the days, I've always been like that. But I know it's either they would have killed me, jail me, or bend me to begin to praise them. Nothing with poverty, no do. If poverty holds you, you begin to do things that you would never believe you would do in your life. I was broke. I was poor. I wasn't hopeless or worthless. None of those really worked on me. Or maybe because I didn't stay in it for long before I decided to kind of get away. If I had stayed longer, my story may be a different one. You may even know me as somebody different today. A vuvuzela. I may have become a commissioner because I'm very smart. No doubt. I'm very smart and I know my way around these guys. Sure you get. So I would have probably become a political commissioner. I would have the senator. I'm that smart. But before you become a senator, you have to be a vuvuzela, praise singer, ass licker, so that they can do the Tinubu for you. Yeah? They'll be pushing you and say, I'm a lawyer gone. Select him, House of Assembly. And once they make me House of Assembly member, give me 1, 2, 3 cars. I don't build one house. Big man. Small money. I go they push. To be House of Rep, Senator, even governor. You don't know. You know who is called, who is Adeola Yayi. If you know the story of Adeola Yayi, you will realize that if you are crooked, you could become a multi-billionaire even before you become a governor. Like, go and read about him. So I was that close to them, but I wasn't their friend. So that would have been the alternative of my own story. They would have known me as somebody who they talk the truth, or where they wear one trouser. Sure you get. We man pariwo niye. Ko need you trouser meji yenolo. I have known him for the past 20 years. That's why he's always screaming. Now he's a member of NLC. Maybe I would have joined NLC. or I would have joined one of these just to make myself feel like I'm contributing to the society, but I'm not corrupt. I can never take corrupt. You know what I mean? I would have been a useless person anyway. But thank God, I rewrite my own story and to what you are witnessing today. So I know these guys very well. If I say I know them, it might have been a while, but I know them very well. So if I come back and tell you their intention is not pure, you will always be their victims. Now, if they make you promises and you believe them, or they say things that they will never do, and I tell you they won't, and you don't believe me, I'm always going to be here as a reminder, kind of, like I did tell you. Sorry, I do that sometimes, just rant on, talk randomly, and then bring everything to a close, like, how do you do? I was going to take course when people can tell me how 8,000 naira is too small or it's too much and all that. I feel like I'm going to shift that to tomorrow. We'll take course tomorrow where we can have a chat, because if not, tonight all of you are going to just be like talking, laughing and all that, right? So thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I have done my part. If you're just joining us, please, you can watch this from the start. And if you have been with me all night, thank you. Okay? You can still like the broadcast. Like it, share it, even subscribe. So that when I see you next time, it's going to be another conversation entirely. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.